What's up, guys? Minus King Games here, and today I have a Gear Chronicle Time Leap deck profile for you. For our starter, we play Chrono Duran. This card is kind of the best starter in Gear Chronicle right now. Its ability is once it gets Time Leaped, you can push it in the soul, search your deck for a grade 3 Chrono Jet, call it, and then at the end of the turn it goes back to your hand. So this guy allows you to get a lot of plays off, lets you get multiple attacks, and he gives you a card to stride with next turn. Really good starter. I also actually play TikTok Worker as well in the deck. Obviously, he can't be my starter, but he's still a really good card because his ability is after my unit attacks, I can push him in the soul, time leap it, and they don't have to attack Vanguard, so I can swing at rearguard and then time leap my card, which is really good. Just allows for so many plays. On to the grade 3s. I play 4 stamped Chrono Jet Dragon G. This is the 3 that you want to ride in the deck. His ability is when you stride over him, if you strode a Gear Dragon or a Zodiac Time Beast, you get to Time Leap a card, and you can call a card from your hand. So you can call a card, then Time Leap it, etc. It's really good, allows you to get all your plays off. Best Ace Grade 3 that Gear Chronicle has right now. And his second ability, well, technically first ability, is when he attacks a Vanguard, he gets 5k for every 2 face-up cards in your G-Zone, and then your Zodiac Time Beasts get +1 for every 2 face-up cards in your G-Zone, which just makes for really big numbers on next stage turns. After him, I play 4 original Chrono Jet Dragon. The reason being, he's a Chrono Jet, and his on-stride isn't that bad. Its ability is when I on-stride him, I can counterblast 1 bottom deck a card, which allows me to get rid of problem rearguards that my opponent may have. So there are certain games and matches where I actually want to ride him instead because I want to just get rid of stuff from my opponent's board. And his GB2 is when he attacks a Vanguard, he gets 5k, and my opponent can't call 1s or greater to the guard circle. They can still G-guard, but they can't perfect guard me, which is pretty good. Next up, we have the grade 2s. I play 3 Chrono Spin Serpent. He is your 10k vanilla. He's also a Zodiac Time Beast, so he gets buffed up if you're on Jet G. And he's just 10k vanilla. He allows you to not get rushed. You kind of want to ride him if you can. Really good card because stops rush. And he's a Zodiac Time Beast. After him, I play 4 Shiny History Makers. This is your best grade 2 in the deck. His ability is when he attacks a Vanguard, counterblast 1, time leap a card. So he basically is your combo maker. He allows you to get time leaps off and get multiple attacks. Play him at 4. Trust me. After him, I place 2 Steam Knight. Its ability is when he's placed on rearguard, I get to put one of my opponent's card on the bottom of their deck, and then they get to call out a grade minus to the field. So basically, what you do with him is you just spin their starter back to their deck, and then they can't call anything. So it just puts like their problem cards back in the deck, specifically starters. You won't usually use them to spin anything else back. After him, I play 1 Delayed Blazer Dragon. This is another one of your combo pieces. His ability is when he's placed on rearguard, you can Time Leap Generation Break 1, Time Leap a grade 2. So basically what he does is he just allows you to get Time Leaps off in multiple attacks. Because what you do usually is you call him off of TikTok Worker, then you time leap your History Maker, go into the 3, and you just get multiple attacks. Really good. On to the grade 1s. 4 Unflip Perfect Guards. This deck counterblasts a lot. It's not a Zodiac Time Beast deck, so I play the Unflip one. You need to unflip. That's all I'm going to say about it. Pretty good. After the unflips, we play 3 Stride Ditch. It's a Stride Ditch. Searches for a Chrono Jet. You can fix your rides if you want to ride the other jet. Nothing else to say about it. Great card. Then I play the best grade 1 in the deck. 3 Melums. So Melum's ability is when she attacks the Vanguard, she becomes an 11k, GB1. And then after the battle, she goes to the bottom of your deck, you call a grade 0 out. This is your combo maker. She basically lets you get cards out which you can time leap, and a lot of the cards that you're going to time leap with her do abilities, and I'll explain that later. She's just really, really good. After her, I play 2 Tickaway Dragons. Its ability is when your other card is time leaped, you can put a card from your drop zone on the bottom of your deck. Lets you build up your deck, not die from deck out. Really good. Then I play one of Steam Sniper. So her ability is after she boosts your Vanguard, you can Soul Blast 1, discard a card, Time Leap it, and then you have the other effect GB, and it's not GB restricted, just so you know. So you can do this shit early game and just rush if you want, which is really, really good. It's not GB restricted, but it does have a GB effect. You can counterblast 1 when this unit is placed on rearguard from your bind zone. You can draw a card. So you can get the card back for counterblast 1, but it's like not worth. Still really fucking good, not GB restricted. Then grade 0, last grade 1 actually, my bad. I play 1 GG. It's GG. You can get her off Time Leap, Soul Blast 2, draw a card. Pretty standard. Now we're on to the grade 0s. 4 Heart Thumps. This is your Chrono Jet plus 5k draw. Standard. After Heart Thump, we have my sweet, sweet effect Ularu's. She combos with the new Ularu G-Guard. Her ability is when you pitch her and go into the new Ularu, you can put a card on normal unit on the bottom of your deck. Really good. It basically does what the Ularu G-Guard does, but only 1 card. Really, really good. We play 3 Zodiac crits. It's a Zodiac Time Beast. If I need to make a number late game, I can throw it down. 2 Zodiac draws. Once again, I can make a number late game, and I get to draw a card. So, pretty good. Then I play 2 Kitties. Kitty's ability is when my opponent's card is put on the bottom of the deck, I can shuffle it back once per turn, choose a unit, gets plus 10k. Really good combos with head around. Makes defensive numbers and offensive numbers if I need. And last but not least, the 1 Uwartar. This is your combo piece of Melon. Its ability is when it's put into bind zone, you can put it on the bottom of your deck, then you get to draw 2 and then shuffle 1 back. Combo piece, you combo this all the time with Melum and History Maker to make multiple attacks and to draw cards. Really good. On to the Stride Zone. I played 2 Warp Drive. This is my favorite first Stride in the deck. A lot of people like the Phoenix better, but I really like Warp Drive. Its ability is Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. You get to flip up a copy of him. Then you get to Time Leap for every face-up copy of him you have, and then bottom deck cards as well. Bottom deck 1 card, because you'd have 1 face-up. So, really good. He's also a Gear Dragon, so you can still do Jet's effect. You get 2 Time Leaps off of him, and it just allows you to get your board set up before you stride, which is what I like, versus the Phoenix, where you have to actually attack and then board set up. I just think it's better. That's just me. But I still play the Phoenix in here. Next to play 3 Next Stage. He's your win condition in the deck. Pretty sure you all know his effect, but in case you don't, GB2, Counterblast 1, choose the face down Next Stage, turn it face up. After he attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost, discard 3 cards, and then he goes into your G zone and you restand your Vanguard with Chrono Jet in its name. He's just your win con. He basically lets you get multiple attacks. And it's fucking broken. After him, I play 2 Gear Groovies. These guys allow you to do Next Stage multiple times and to get other effects off too. A lot of the times I'll copy Next Stage and I'll copy Huanglong, because then I can just call out cards that are stuck in Time Leap, like Melum. I can just get it back out. And it just allows for me to Next Stage without being on Next Stage. So, really good. After Gear Groovy, I play 1 Huanglong. Its ability is Counterblast 1. At the end of the battle, it attacked the Vanguard. I can call a grade 1 or greater card from my bind zone out and attack with it, or whatever I want with it. So, really good. I can also add that card to my hand if I want. So, let's say there's like a grade 2 or something that I want for next turn. If I need another 5k shield, I can just throw the 1 in my hand. It just allows me to do a lot of plays. Then I play 1 Phoenix. Its ability is if you have a Chrono Jet Vanguard, flip up a card from your G zone. When it attacks, Time Leap something. So also allows you to get multiple attacks. It is not a Gear Dragon, so he doesn't really combo as well as Warp Drive does with Jet G. but he's still a really good option to have in the deck. On to G-Guards. Oh, I'm sorry, before G-Guards, one Fate Rider. It's in here because I don't have Revolutions, so it's in here basically because of that. It's an okay card. Late game, it can make a guy really big if you don't kill him by then. Most of the time, you won't even go into them because they'll just be dead from next stage. And also before G-Guards, I play one GB8. This card's terrible, but it's in there because I don't have Revolutions. On to the G-Guards. 2 header around. This ability is Soul Blast 1. When it's placed in the card circle, choose one of your opponent's cards, spin it back to their deck, and then they call out a card in that spot. So it just gets rid of annoying rear guards and stops power plays. Really good. Defensive, amazing card. That's why it got hit in Japan, but not in America. 1 Rafana. She's usually your flip target for the new Uluru. Her ability, though, is you can put a card on the bottom of your deck and then call out a grade less than it, and she gets +10. So it's okay. 36k shield, but there's a lot better options that you have. 1 Old Uluru. Her ability is when she is placed on guard circle, choose 2 cards from your drop zone, put them on the bottom of your deck, and she gets 5k shield. She's great. Allows you to get triggers back in your deck. And so it's 1 trigger and 1 normal unit, but that's still really good because you can throw your heal trigger back and then like Dran or TikTok Worker, which is just good. And then last but not least, I play 1 of the new Uluru. Her ability is counterblast 1, flip up a card, G-Guard for your G-Zone, and then she gets 5k for every face-up card in your G-Zone. She becomes really, really big. That's all there is to her. Alright guys, that is my Gear Chronicle Time Leap deck profile. If you liked this video and you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. Thanks. I'm King Games.